What's good, everybody? It is your boy Tony the Savant, also Tony the Trainer. Got my personal training license the other day, man. So I'm back to doing my fitness thing. I'll save that for the other channel. We'll do a little bit of a story on that. But yeah, man, some of my boys from the sports channel found the personal trainer channel. So I'm going to just be promoting both, you know what I mean, on both sides. So anyway, it is your boy Tony the Savant, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to y'all, depending on when you pull up to the video. Shout out to the Legacy Over Money family. Also, Legacy Over Money Sports Network. We got some exclusive stuff dropping very soon. Also, y'all swing over by the Facebook page, Tony the Thee Savant, as I post the exclusive Facebook show over there, the One of One Sports Show. We've been doing pretty good over there so far, you know, with the numbers and all that kind of stuff. So I just want to keep a good thing going. But you know, if you get a time, if you're on Facebook, not everybody's on every platform. Just do your boy a favor and swing by there and check out the episode. All right, let's get right into this. It's been a minute since I did a pre-record video. I do miss doing my media in this format, so I said let me take this opportunity to do a pre-record video as the Los Angeles Lakers, man. You know, it's always some news bubbling around these people, these guys, this team. Yeah, the Los Angeles Lakers just faced off with the Houston Rockets, lost. I didn't get the final score. I didn't really get the numbers. In fact, I got a few numbers, but I just wanted to stick on this particular topic of the post-game interview from the Los Angeles Lakers Houston Rockets game. You know, that I think about it. I mean, I'm going to go watch that game. I'm going to rewatch it, at least some highlights, and I'm going to do a little bit more coverage on that game because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about that game that would be interesting to talk about. But anyway, the Lakers suffered a loss to the Rockets. And there was some controversial plays within the game, of course. A lot of crying from the Los Angeles Lakers, of course. In particular, all right, we got a new crybaby. I think the kid's name is Jared Vanderbilt, a.k.a. Vando. Jared Vanderbilt, man, he's been on a little bit of a crybaby mission. Now, I don't know much about Vando, outside of him just being a decent, I guess, 3-and-D guy, not even so much a 3 guy, but a defensive player. You know, that's about it. That's all I really know about Vando. I know that he's shown up at times for the Lakers, but for the most part, you know, he's just a typical dude in the NBA. But Vando, yeah, Jared Vanderbilt has been crying and whining. He's on his LeBron James time. You could tell that Cam Reddish and Jared Vanderbilt have been learning a lot about basketball from one LeBron James. As Vando, during this Houston Rockets game, man, now, like I said, I didn't see the game. This is just going off what I heard from the Legacy Over Money family. They sent me a clip of, you know, Vando and Dillon Brooks getting into it. And it's kind of hard to say getting into it with this current NBA, how soft these dudes be respectfully. But, you know, it was getting chippy. And Dillon Brooks and Jared Vanderbilt had a bit of a little bit of a back and forth. One could call it an altercation. After Dillon Brooks kind of shoved Jared Vanderbilt in the back, as it led to a foul, but it led to some back and forth between those two after having some back and forth throughout the game. Now we all know about Dillon Brooks, you know, the kind of guy he is. I actually am a fan of Dillon Brooks, as he reminds me a lot of old school basketball, just being a taunter and sometimes Dillon Brooks backs it up with his play. You know, he'll hit some big shots. Now, as far as a 3-and-D guy, he kind of fits more that description than Jared Vanderbilt, as I said earlier. But Dillon Brooks has gained himself a nice reputation these past few seasons, going taunting, I should say, some of the the better, more athletic, or the more uh, notable stars, I should say, in the game, as he has a famous back and forth with Klay Thompson, famous back and forth with what's the kid's name, Devin Booker. I think he had a little, him and Luka was getting a little chippy at one point, but no back and forth more polarizing than his exchanges with LeBron James, as he last year in the playoffs, was calling LeBron old and all this kind of stuff. I believe a year before then, he was just talking a lot of crap. I can't quote him verbatim, but I know for sure he accused LeBron of being old last year. But just over the years, just giving LeBron James a bit of a hard time. But anyway, I was saying all that to say that I actually like Dillon Brooks. I don't have a qualm with his approach to the game. But him and Jared Vanderbilt had a back and forth. This back and forth led to Jared Vanderbilt being ejected from the game, apparently. And so the post game, we get Darvin Ham, Anthony Davis. And now I just read an article about these two in this particular, so that's essentially what I'm covering. Again, like I hate to do videos like this with secondhand information. I trust a legacy over money family, so that's why I felt the confidence to go ahead and do this, even with just reading the article. But these two gave some comments to the media. How can I say this? Essentially calling Dillon Brooks a dirty player. Now, again, I don't think the stuff that Dillon Brooks does is dirty. I think he's more so in the category of a taunt, one of those kind of dudes, a cap artist, if you will. But they accuse him of being a dirty player. More so Anthony Davis, as he made a comment of, saying something on the lines of like, we know what kind of player he is, which I just think that is so wrong on Anthony Davis's part because, I mean, Dillon Brooks has done some things. He's done his, whatever, but I don't think he has a reputation as a dirty player. And I don't think it's right that Anthony Davis puts that on him. You know what I mean? The title or the label dirty player. It's one of those things that I've seen over the years take opportunities from players, it's easy to get blackballed from the league like that. One comes to mind, Lance Stevenson. I don't recall people really calling him a dirty player, but, his taunting of LeBron James used to get him in a lot of trouble. Also, Deshaun Stevenson of the Dallas Mavericks, formerly the Washington Wizards as well. He used to be a big LeBron James taunter. So Dillon Brooks just falls in that mode. And again, I don't think he's a dirty player, and I think it's kind of wrong for Anthony Davis to put that on him. But anyway, that's what Anthony Davis said about it. Darvin Ham goes on to say that something on the lines of, if Vando was to get ejected, then he felt like that Dillon Brooks shouldn't have been in the game as well. And I get it, man. I get it. But a shout out to Ime Udoka, because I totally forgot. I got it in my YouTube shorts. I totally forgot about that altercation him and LeBron James had a few months ago when they faced off, the Lakers and the Rockets. And I think Ime was calling LeBron James soft. I think he called him the B word, and LeBron James didn't take to that. I can't recall. Was Ime ejected out of that game? Or did he get a technical or something? I can't recall the exact events. But I think that event, that previous event, really affected the game, this previous game of the Lakers and the Rockets. I could just tell that Ime Udoka, Coach Ime Udoka was, really coaching. He was really coaching. Anytime they Well, as far as I will say this, anytime I've seen the Rockets play this season and the camera pans away to him, I see him really, coaching his guys up. A lot of stuff that I guess I didn't notice when he was coaching the Boston Celtics. I see a lot of his, those good, I should say, those great qualities that he displays as a coach that made the Boston Celtics, the team, those the guys that actually played that made the Boston Celtics team endear him so much. Seems like he really gives his players structure. He gives them the floor, if you will, and also he's there to coach. He's not there to get in their way per se. Also to defend them. Like I said, he did a great job against LeBron James. As we know, LeBron James is the king of crying, the king of whining. I got this one clip I just got downloaded of him crying to the referees. I'm gonna post that on the YouTube shorts too, man. So y'all look out for that. But yeah, man, like I say, Ime Udoka stood up to LeBron James, and I think that particular event affected this last game tonight because the Rockets. That game was last night. Excuse me, y'all. It's 1 a.m. It was last night, not tonight. Last night, the day before, the day that just passed. But anyway, I could tell that Ime Udoka, this team really identifies with him. They resonate with him. And you can see it the most when the Rockets go up against the Lakers because those boys was running. They was balling. The Lakers are just too slow. Of course, with LeBron on the court, it makes them too old to keep up with a team like the Rockets or the Thunder or the Timberwolves. Oftentimes you'll see the scoreboard where the Lakers are losing to these kind of teams, and it's because these teams are young. Basketball is a young man's game. And even if you get to the point of LeBron James's career, where you can still, provide some substance and be somewhat impactful on the game. The key component in basketball is cardio, brother. You know what I mean? That you can beat skill sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can beat skill with youth. Especially when you don't have those opportunities to slow the game down, and then you look up and all of a sudden these young boys are up 10, 12, 20 points. It's very difficult to, get in the post, slow the game down when these guys are just all over the place and playing like that. And that's how the Rockets was playing last night. They were just all over the court, just outrunning the Lakers. I think LeBron James did one of his signature quit on the teams, just left before the game was over. So, shout out to the Rockets. I like what they're putting together over there. And like I say, watching this previous game just made me an even bigger Coach Ime Udoka fan. Because I like how these kids, I ain't going to say kids, Dillon Brooks is a vet. A lot of those guys on the Rockets are younger, but Van Vliet, Brooks, those are a couple of their vets. But I like how this team has come together, meshed, and really played for Ime. But that's all I got on y'all. That's all I got for y'all on this one. Excuse me. Maybe I should catch me a nap and then get up and do a couple more pre-records, but I really wanted to get this one out, get back into the pre-record bag. So y'all tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Please hit the like, comment. Please hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Man, we come a long way, and we're gonna keep going. You know what I mean? I work for y'all. Y'all the bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work. So let me get back to work. Peace.